Hey, what's up? I'm back again for week 15. Best way to do it is to just do it 49ers and Seahawks. And the Niners have, still look like an A1 team. Biggest, one of the best teams in the NFC, if not the NFL. And they beat them, lock up the division, call it a day. Seattle, like I said, they started sliding in the back half, and they still have a chance at the playoffs, though. This team still has a real good chance of making the playoffs. And we'll just see what happens the last couple weeks with Seattle. I honestly can't make a prediction on either way. Next was Ravens and Browns, and if you're like an insomniac, this is a good way to put you to sleep. Yeah, Deshaun Watson actually looked slightly better, but this game was still so bad. The Ravens without Lamar are like the most disappointing team I've ever seen, like genuinely, and the Browns are just boring as hell, just in general. The Ravens could make the playoffs still, but Lamar needs to come back for them to have any shot. Bills and Dolphins, and the Bills are the best team in football. That's not a question at all to me in the slightest. The Bills are an A1 team. Don't get me wrong, the Dolphins, they're great too. This is a close game in the snow where everyone was throwing snowballs at everybody. The Bills are A1. This team had that like 2 week stretch where they looked rocky, but now I don't think there's anything stopping this team again. They are an elite team. Same with the Dolphins. The Dolphins are real good. I hope they make the playoffs. I hope they have a run. But as of now, I don't see who's beating the Bills on route to winning a Super Bowl. Actually, that last statement, there's one team I can see, and it might be Philly. I know Hurts went down and had an injury, but Eagles still have the best record in football. They've still only lost one game. This was a closer game than you would expect, but the fact that Philly just keeps winning is great. The Bears, who this season's an absolute, every Bears season's just a wash. They'll never be good. This team has such little talent, it's not even funny. There's not much to say about the Bears. They just have no talent. The Jets and the Lions are hot, dude. This team's gonna roll right into the playoffs. I'm hoping they actually win a playoff game, because I have no doubt they're making the playoffs this year. None at all. This team is on fire. They're amazing. Zach Wilson playing for the Jets due to a Mike White injury. Jets didn't look terrible this week, but the Lions are just that much better of a team. Disappointment for me as a Panthers fan. And with the game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, they didn't look great, offensively or defensively for that matter. Steelers didn't play amazing, but the Panthers just played so bad that it didn't really matter. Chiefs and Texans. And the Texans are, like I've said 1,000 times, they just hang around in every game. They took the Chiefs to over. They screwed themselves right at the end of it, but boy, did they give the Chiefs a run. Texans are something else. They really are something else this year. Let's round back to Saturday and the best game, the biggest comeback in NFL history, Vikings and Colts. Matt Ryan on the receiving end of the biggest blown lead in playoff history and the biggest blown lead in NFL regular season history. The Colts are so bad. Blowing a 33-point lead is actually impressive. You have to try to do that. And the fact the Vikings still ended up winning is crazy, and the Colts are just so, I did not expect this team to be this bad. Falcons and Saints, not gonna lie, forgot this game was being played. Desmond Ridder got the start, and he didn't do horrible, but he didn't do great either. And Atlanta, it's another wash of a season for them. There's not much they can do to salvage this year. Same with the Saints. The Saints are, there's not a lot they can do to fix the season. They have to find a way to rebuild and get better talent on this team, because right now there's not enough talent for them to compete in the NFC or in the playoffs against teams like that. Jaguars and Cowboys, and after last week's scare to the Texans that the Cowboys had, they really didn't bounce back well, because the Jaguars took them to overtime and won it with a pick six. Damn, Jags look great. The Jaguars look phenomenal. Trevor Lawrence has played so just better and better with each week this year. Is really, really nice to see. And I think this team could be extremely dangerous next year when Calvin Ridley is their wide receiver one. Cowboys, I think it's just a little bit of a bad stretch for them. I have no faith this team's going deep. It's the Cowboys. They'll screw themselves in the battle of the basement. Cardinals and Broncos, and yeah, Broncos win, but it means nothing because both these teams are now out of the playoffs, and Cardinals need to clean house entirely. Cliff Kingsbury needs to go. I honestly think that they should trade everything that they have because this team is such a failed experiment. Broncos, I'm going to give them another year before I say they're a failed experiment because it's 1 year. I'm not going to be hypercritical of it. They have plenty of years to make something happen. But for now, got to kind of take a wait-and-see attitude with the Broncos. Titans and Chargers actually win a game. Shout out them. Titans are starting to lose their lead in the division. The Jaguars might catch up and make it. But right now, the Chargers are finally starting to win some games that I hoped they would win earlier in the year. They might be able to sneak into into a playoff spot. Be A1. Bucks and Bengals, and the Bucks blow a 17-point lead. And shout out the Bengals for keeping the Panthers' slight playoff hopes alive. And yeah, Joe Burrow is him. He always will be him. Never not him. And this Bucks team, I'm so underwhelmed, and I don't have any faith that this team is good. I think they're good because of their schedule. They don't have a decent record. Next, Patriots and Raiders. Let's just skip the bullshit. The worst ending in NFL history. What the actual hell? Every sports content creator, every sports analyst has talked about this to God's end. So I'll stop. But wow, what an ending. That's it. What else is there to say? The Patriots and Raiders are like the most mid teams in the league. There's not much to say. Giants and Commanders, and yeah, Giants win it, but Giants win it and they find a good time to win to stop the slide they've been on. And the Commanders, their hot streak comes to a little bit of an end. These two teams are going to have to, if they want to make the playoffs, they'll have to battle a lot to get in. And I'm excited to see how the playoff picture fills out in the NFC. And the last game is Packers and Rams. I have no faith. Now the Rams are eliminated from the playoffs. Okay, everyone predicted that. But the Packers, they technically still have a shot at the playoffs. And I'd really rather them not make it, personally. And the Packers, it's the thing. The Packers have gotten better as the season goes on. But the Rams, even with Baker, have been not the best team there is. And yeah, that's really it. Here are the power rankings. I've been Dom. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Bye.